Every day, thousands of teenagers receive friend requests and direct messages from strangers online. Most ignore them, but some don't. And in one heartbreaking case in Michigan, what began as an innocent online conversation spiraled into blackmail, fear, and tragedy in just a matter of hours. Tonight, we're examining the real story of 17-year-old Jordan DeMay, the international sextortion scheme that investigators say led to his death, and the worldwide investigation that eventually brought two suspects from Nigeria into a U.S. courtroom. Jordan DeMay was a 17-year-old high school student from Marquette, Michigan. Friends and family described him as athletic, intelligent, and full of potential. He played sports, he had plans for his future, and by every account was a normal teenager navigating the challenges of adolescence. Like millions of young people, Jordan spent time on social media. What nobody realized was that the criminals thousands of miles away were actively searching for victims exactly like him. The people behind these scams often create fake profiles using stolen photographs of attractive young women. Their goal isn't romance, it's extortion. According to federal investigators, Jordan was contacted by someone posing as a young woman on Instagram. The conversation quickly became flirtatious. Eventually, explicit photographs were exchanged. Within moments, everything changed. The person behind the account revealed their true intentions. Jordan was threatened with exposure. The scammer allegedly claimed the images would be sent to his family, classmates, and friends unless he paid money immediately. Investigators later stated the demand was approximately $1,000. Jordan reportedly sent part of the money but could not pay the full amount. Instead of stopping, the threats intensified. The extortionist continued demanding payment while warning him that his private images would be shared publicly. The entire ordeal unfolded over only a few hours. According to court documents and investigators, Jordan became overwhelmed by panic and humiliation. He sent messages to his family expressing love before taking his own life March 25, 2022. His death stunned the Marquette community. What initially appeared to be an isolated tragedy soon became the starting point for an international criminal investigation. The FBI would discover Jordan wasn't alone. Dozens, possibly hundreds, had allegedly been targeted using similar methods. Federal investigators traced online accounts, payment information, and digital communication across multiple countries. Eventually, prosecutors identified two brothers from Lagos, Nigeria, Samuel Ogashi and Samson Ogashi. Authorities alleged they purchased compromised social media accounts, impersonated young women online, and used sexual explicit images to extort victims for money. Investigators further alleged that more than 100 victims were targeted through the operation, including numerous minors. The case represented a significant milestone because the suspects were extradited from Nigeria to face charges in the United States. In 2024, both Samuel and Samson Ogashi pleaded guilty to conspiracy to sexually exploit minors. Later that year, a federal judge sentenced each brother to 210 months in prison, equivalent to 17 and a half years, followed by 5 years of supervised release. During sentencing, Jordan's family delivered emotional victim impact statements describing the devastating loss they continue to endure. Federal prosecutors emphasized that the sentence should send a message that online criminals operating overseas are not beyond the reach of American law enforcement. The FBI has repeatedly warned that financially motivated sextortion has become one of the fastest growing online crimes targeting teenagers. Victims are often boys between the ages of 14 and 17. The scammers create fake identities, convince victims to share intimate images, and then immediately threaten public exposure unless money is sent. Experts stress one important fact: paying rarely ends the extortion. Instead, it often encourages additional demands. Law enforcement advises victims to stop communicating with the scammer, preserve evidence, report the crime, and tell a trusted adult or local authorities. Jordan DeMay's story is heartbreaking, but it also has become a powerful reminder that behind anonymous online profiles can be organized criminal networks operating across the globe. If sharing his story helps even one young person recognize the warning signs of sextortion before it's too late, then his legacy may save lives.